21 quick facts about gaming, starting with 5 quick gaming facts about Undertale. The voice line for Flowey in the game are actually taken lines from a Ronald McDonald commercial that are just changed in speed and pitch to make it that much creepier.
That's a wonderful idea!
That's a wonderful idea!
The main song was inspired by a Super Nintendo RPG that has never left the realms of Japan. This is done to give the player a very unique experience when playing and listening to it. If you choose the pacifist route, once confronted by Sans, he will close his left eye instead of his right eye. This is to shield the player from his powers since they didn't kill anyone throughout their journey. In the game's demo, you can find a toy knife. This in turn sparked rumors about a possible real knife in the full game, which inspired Toby to later on add a real knife to the game. During development, Toby Fox was very opposed to grinding in the game in order to complete it. This in turn made it so grinding was only optional and not necessary to complete the game. Next up is 5 quick gaming facts about Bendy and the Ink Machine. In the second spin-off book, The Illusion of Living, it's revealed that Joey Drew witnessed somebody die as a child. This was seeing a man fall to his death, but when he witnessed it, he pretended that it was part of a play. This in turn made him view the world differently at just the age of 10 years old, which led to the Joey Drew we now know today. During the Game and Hot Topics collaboration, Sammy Lawrence took over Hot Topics' Twitter account to answer some fan questions. This included questions like, how many times a day do you praise our savior Bendy?
As many times as I can. I must have Bendy notice me.
Do you like Frozen?
I'm not sure what you mean. Perhaps you should let this question go.
Is Bendy's bacon soup actually good?
It can be. It's best when it's aged for a while, I hear.
And much more. The flush sound you hear in the bathroom of Boris's safe house in Chapter 3 is from the actual co-creator, Mike Mood's toilet. As stated by the Meatly, quote,
"When you're an indie developer, you can't always afford to be fancy."
In chapters 1 through 4, you can find a radio that plays a nerdcore song about the game. This includes Bendy and the Ink Machine by Kyle Allen in Chapter 1, Build Our Machine by DA Games in Chapter 2, Bendy and the Ink Musical by Random Encounters in Chapter 3, and finally Can't Be Erased by JT Music in Chapter 4. The headphones you see on the crate in Chapter 3 are actually the broken headphones of a YouTuber by the name of TZ. The context was that after he discovered a loading glitch in the same room, he threw his headphones in anger. But after he sent the video to the Meatly, they fixed it and in return as thanks, added his headphones as an Easter egg to the game. After that, it's 3 quick gaming facts about God of War Ragnarok. In one of the boat conversations between Mimir and Kratos, Mimir asks about being featured in a
Battle with beasts, scoundrels, princesses, the undead, automatons, and history's greatest musician.
This is in reference to PlayStation's All-Stars where the beats are Ratchet, Spike, Toro, and Daxter. Scoundrels being Sly Cooper and Nathan Drake. Princesses as Fat Princess and Cat. Undead representing Daniel Fortesque. Automatons as Clank. And of course history's greatest musician being Pa Rappa the Rapper. During your adventures in Svartalheim, you can meet a dwarf by the name of Reed. While it may look like any ordinary dwarf, this one is actually Bear McCreary, who was a composer for the game. He was added in to honor all of Bear's music work for not only this game but also for the prior God of War. When there's wind blowing in the game, Kratos' beard moves along with it. It's very faint, but it's little details like that can make a game feel even more immersive than previous titles and games that have come before it. Now let's do 3 quick gaming facts about Sonic Frontiers. In the game, you can meet a race of beings known as the Ancients. If they look familiar to you, that's because they are related to Chaos from Sonic Adventure as confirmed by one of Eggman's voice memos.
I don't believe this. I had Sage run a diagnostic on the recorded genetic data of the Ancients, and then against archives I have with me. They're relatives of Chaos, the god of destruction.
During the minigame where you collect parts for Tails, if you fall into the lava, you may notice a familiar animation when you die. In the game, you can play a selection of mini-games that are references to other video games. This includes Tetris where you have to stack up blocks, a game of pinball, and a hacking game that's basically a Karuga. And then finally, 5 quick gaming facts about Minecraft. When you open the game and enter the main menu, there is a 1 in 10,000 chance that you will receive a typo in the game's title. This misspells Minecraft into Minecraft, basically switching the C and E around. The iconic mob the Creeper was actually originally made by a coding error. When Notch was creating a pig, he accidentally switched the height and length which turned the pig into a monstrosity, but would eventually later on become the mob we all love and hate today. During the pre-classic build of the game was actually called Cave Game instead of Minecraft. The creator of the game, Notch, would later on change the name to Minecraft, Order of the Stone, and then finally to the iconic name we all know today. Since it's the best-selling video game of all time and very popular with kids and teens, Minecraft has been used in multiple different schools as a way to teach kids certain subjects. This could include city planning, language arts, coding, art and design, math, and much more. One of the more recent mobs, the Ravager, used to be scared of only one specific other mob, that being rabbits. As showcased in Snapshot 18W43A, you can see the Ravager running away from the cute small creature. But unfortunately later on its fear was removed by the dev team to keep its lore intact. And that was